Hello everybody and welcome back to Megaquarium, and the name of the game today is to be putting in a few more bins around the place because people are complaining that there are not enough bins, which there probably aren't. So we'll make sure that there are bins in strategically placed places. Because generally people are pretty good at putting things in bins if bins are provided. Tuck them behind the tank there. There's room for a few bits and bobs there, including maybe a bench on each side. The only time I really break my symmetry with this is when it comes to food and drink machines. Because I feel like you can just maybe put like a drink on one side and a food on the other or something. Lovely! Lovely stuff. Now I really do need to decorate this tank with the sharks and things in a little bit more, I would say. Them in like a rocky overhang and things like that. It just gives it a bit more structure. I could have a compass in theirs. Maybe there. I'm not sure that that goes entirely, but an anchor would probably go quite nicely in there. Anything that would give it a bit of height, really. Nets at the back. Yeah, that would go really nicely. I just need to move one of the anemones over. Well, it did at one point give me a green outline around the thing that I was selecting. Oh yeah, it does. You just got to not be selecting the tank at the time. If I do that, I can stick nets at the back and then it's going to look so much nicer. Because the nets give it a little bit of height. It's the same as kelp gives it a bit of height. Just, you need something to make it look a little bit more interesting. These are Atlantic pollock and bull wrasse in here. I could put more cuckoo wrasse in here, or if we get any different, like maybe when we get the ballon wrasse, they could join their cousins. That might be a good thing to do. 100% view rate on pretty much everything except... Oh, these guys are only 10%. We need something to draw them up here, I think. And nothing will draw them up here like some food. So let's put some food and drink in. We've still only got the boring chocolate machine and fizzy drink machine, though. I'm going to change those out later, though. Put a chocolate machine up there as well. Because there's nothing like a good chocolate machine. So more people are already coming up here. They're like, oh my goodness, there's all sorts of cool things up here, like toilets and drinks machines and stuff. Yay! So the next order of the day is the Kreisel tank, which I'm hoping I can get in here. I may have to put a pump quite close by to manage that, but what I'm thinking is here. Right there. Why is it the minute I try and put something somewhere, it's like, hey, everything research has happened all at once. Yay! And I'm like, no! No! Now, what are we most behind on? Are we most behind on science or are we most behind on fish? I'm not sure. I think we're pretty balanced at the moment. So I'm not really too worried about that. What can we do? We want more anemones. Warm water ones that take 10 light. Okay. Bite crust crabs. They're always quite cool. And cuttlefish are quite cool. Got a couple of tanks that could do with a bit more variety in them. I'll do the crab, I think. Okay, so I think it needs to be about that big. And then I think what I need to do... Oh, we're going to need a little platform. Okay, that's fine. We'll cope with that. And then I want to change these to padded benches. There was a dude on the bench. The padded bench is in instead. Wonderful. And then we're gonna pause it because we're gonna start putting the jellies in, so... Moon jellies. They go up to 6. How big is the tank? Tank is 36. So 6 times 6 is 36. So we can have 6 moon jellies in there. They don't grow, do they? Oh, they will grow to 6 after. Okay, that's fine. There's a Kreisel tank. Eats Artemia. I may put a little Artemia dispenser just by there, actually. I don't think people mind that. They mind pumps, but they don't mind like a little tiny dispenser of Artemia. You know what I'm going to do. And you know this is purely decorative. Okay, so now we've got to work out the pumps for them. Now they are cold water. So I need to try and see if I can daisy chain out the... so probably if I put a pump about here, we might be able to do it. Let's see. It does reach. So we've got it into that system. That has pulled down the chilling a little bit. Need one more chiller there. I'm going to need a little bit more filtration as well. That's fine. One of the filters is broken at the moment. Redundancy doesn't hurt though. I'll stick another protein skimmer on it. And then I think I've got large chillers now, so we can do a little bit of moving around with that. Should be plenty for the whole setup. That's nice actually. So I've got, this is my cold water setup. Yeah, I like. Good. Close all these windows off. What's up with you guys? With your not enough filtration? Have another protein skimmer. Okay, one thing I've noticed, they're running quite far to get the toolkits over to fix things. This is why I have people that fix. The people that fix are pretty much stay behind here, and the people that feed stay behind here. There are some that do both, but they just need to go through the doors, I guess. So a couple more tool stations around here might be very useful. Stop them having to run as far. Same up here. Maybe a couple in the middle there. Never have too many. It costs a tiny bit of money to put them down, and it's so much less running around for them to do. So why are you just doing nothing? Are you just a cleaner or something? You're holding 30 sponge pellets. That was weird. Like, she was stuck until the next day came through. And obviously, I think things do, like, reset. Coffee machine! Yay! Let's research the tunnel tank. Some of them are getting a little bit confused. I want that round that way just so they can get in behind it if they need to. First crab is done! Yay! Let's get more cold water stuff. Starfish, maybe. And cuttlefish and turbots. Or turbos. I'm not sure how they're pronounced. Probably... because turbo is just an O on the end, but turbot... I don't know. Still don't have much going on. Like, people aren't making their way to the end of the aquarium enough yet. Still struggling with that a bit. We've got nice fish in there, though. Talks will probably help with this a lot. Right, so we've got 14 emails. Let's go through them. Olive has leveled up. Olive can get better at fixing. The surgeon fish has grown. The angelfish has grown. Angelfish 2 has grown. So we'll check that tank out in a second because they're all in the same tank at the moment. Elliot has leveled up. Be better at feeding, please. My shark has grown, my shark has grown, my shark has grown. Claire has leveled up. Romeo has leveled up. Dante has leveled up. Dante, I'm thinking we might just teach you feeding. And that's everyone. Right, once the moon jellies are done, these are all the main messages, main quests and things. So we can trade for a moon jelly. Sorry, a moon jelly for a stingray pretty soon. We'll wait for them to grow up to 6. And then we can just replace it with another one. Okay, so I think that's all good. So we'll keep an eye for one day on all the feeding and make sure it's all happening okay. Got loads of staff though. But I think that's all the staff I'm going to get. But I wanted to hire them quite early on so that they can get better at their tasks. Not everyone's getting around all these tanks still. Okay, I'm going to start putting coffee machines and stuff up here. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. So it's like maybe a little seating area on a coffee machine up here. Maybe a floor arrow there might help. Marbled starfish, yay! You next. 90% of people. Where are we losing them? Try putting floor arrows there. See if that helps a bit. Yeah, we've got 100% now, going all the way through. So maybe a couple of floor arrows, maybe there and there. Just help them get to these tanks up the top. Yay, the tunnel tank is done. Nice. Balloon shelves. Yes, balloon shelves. Nitrate reactors are going to be useful soon as well. Oh, you're a little bit low on your filtration. That because that protein skimmer was broken. Or not. No. Did you grow? Is that what it was? No, it didn't grow. Why did it was fine a minute ago. I think. What I could probably do there then is just for this one, the protein skimmer on the pump that's closest to it. I'm really happy to have 100% visibility from just a couple of arrows. That's what you need. It seems like if you give them anything more than 2 things to look at, it all falls apart though. But it is nice that they are at least getting to the next part of the aquarium. I mean, with the Kreisel tank, it seems like they're doing okay. Sometimes everyone looks at it and sometimes they don't. It's a bit weird. Okay. New one unlocked. And let's do the cuttlefish next. There's a couple of cold water things that I can place now. So I want to see if I can do that. I want to also put coffee machines in. Oh, and also, like, there's loads of level ups happening. If anyone can level up in feeding, they will, basically. Feeding is the priority, and then everything else after it. And like I say, if someone is a fixer and they don't have feeding, I won't give them feeding. If they're a cleaner or a talker, I might give them cleaning. Sorry, fixing as a secondary thing. Looks to me like I've been through everything there. Cool. Coffee machine! I'll put it here. If you come through here, you can have a coffee. Yeah. And a bench to either side. I will need to move that later, but it's good for now. Let's see if that, like, if people like that enough to come up here. They're like, I really need a coffee by the time I get to the end. Yeah. Nah, apparently that's not working. Everyone's going to get a coffee. They're not coming all the way up here. Right, just to get a bit more visibility, I am kind of thinking... Just moving these forward. Of course, there's a stupid bench in the way there. They don't need that bench. They've got benches up here. I could put benches around here somewhere and do something a bit nicer with the chocolate machines and stuff. Move them out to the edges, maybe. It's fine though at the moment. Right, move you forward a little bit as well. No, don't sell. No, I'm glad you asked me. Wow. I'm gonna have to make sure that these are all tied up. They're all, sorry, connected up to their pumps after I move them. Havoc came in here, he was looking at this and he's like, oh, I never use those, you know what I could do? I could actually have the walls still being back like that. I could just have this going on. That's actually quite nice because you can recess a coffee machine or a chocolate machine or something in there, which is quite cool. And it gives it a bit of interest as well, rather than just being a straight line. It's kind of automatically recessed that bin, which is quite nice. Okay, so let's get the pump sorted out. So you would have been connected to you. You would have been connected to you. And you. You would have been connected to this one. It's too far away. Okay, I'm gonna have to move the pump, I think, a little bit. 1 square should do it. There. Right, that's that side done. That doesn't reach over there, but it'll daisy chain, that's fine. There's all the windows. Move this one over a little bit. At this point, I can put the steps back in that I wanted around there. So whatever direction they're pulling food from, they can just walk up whichever steps in whichever direction they want. See, this whole aquarium is not actually space saving, it's labor saving as much as possible. It's keeping different people with different jobs separate to each other, not in each other's way, allowing them to feed as easily as possible, allowing them to get the food, all that sort of stuff, minimizing the amount of pump work that has to be in the feeding room. Not sure why that one needed an extra protein skimmer there, but actually I could completely sort that out by just sticking a large protein skimmer over there instead. Some water. Right, yeah, so hopefully... Hope against hopes. That's sorted a few things out. As I say, I want to put these. Why is it the minute I drink water, it makes my throat worse? It makes my throat more clogged up than before I drank the water. It's a very odd thing, that. I'll put you there. Put you there. Maybe pop another bench there. And we're going to go all for padded benches now, because they're the best. The padded bench is looking at the, yeah. Move you onto another bench? No. Okay, you just have to stand up then. I think that's a bit nicer. And then I'm going to need to do a bit of shipwreck painting. All the little extra bits of wall I popped in. All of them? I think it is. Let's see if that helps with my visibility. That was the main issue I was having with these tanks. So I'm hoping that having them closer to... Ah, no, that one's not... Oh, oh dear. It's not connected up to something it should be. Oh, that pump's not connected. Okay, cool. Probably needs to connect into the tank next to it. Better? Oh, we're a little bit short on heating, apparently. Oh, well, okay. How is that suddenly a thing? Is that because that one's not connected into the... Yeah, it will be, actually. That's got a lot of heating on it. How's that now? That's better. Seems to be working across this side, not so much on this side. The coffee machine isn't working at all. %100% on these, but only 15% on these. It's terrible. I think the Belfast tanks actually do have maybe quite a big range on them compared to these tanks. I'm not sure. Bigger tanks do have a bigger pull for people, so that's why I prefer them. It's one of the reasons anyway. Well, one thing I could do is make these more interesting and put more stuff in them. So let's see how much space we've got in here. I think everything's fully grown in here now. I've got 18 space. That's not very much. Could I fit maybe a starfish in? I'm gonna like slow this down a bit. Could I fit a starfish in there? Or cold water starfish. We've got warm water ones as well, actually. Common starfish. Do you eat starfish? No. Do you eat starfish? I can't tell because I can't get to the... Do you eat starfish? No. Do you eat starfish? No. Okay, cool. Starfish in here it is then. So they grow up to 14. Ooh, balloon shelf is done. Yay! This is so distracting. Mega heater maybe? Where was I? Starfish. How much room do I have in here? 102. We've got 18 room, I think. And those grow up to 14. Good grief. I might get this starfish in one day. Yeah, I've got a starfish in there. Oh, that makes the bottom look a lot nicer actually somehow. Not sure why, it just does. I'm struggling for filtration again. I really need nitrate reactors, I think. Do I have them yet at all? No. Are they available at all? Yes. Yeah, that's fine. I think I need the nitrate reactor way more than I need the mega heater. Okay. So what are we going to do next? Have we got any fishies that I haven't popped in yet? Or do with getting in there? So got all of you guys. You. I don't have the Arabian butterfly fish yet. Or a coral beauty. Now you don't want to be housed with other coral beauties. You are size 3. I want to see whether these guys don't actually eat other fish, I don't think. They just eat crustaceans. So I could put all sorts of other fish in with them. Provided there's room in the tank, which there is. Yeah, okay. So coral beauty, you can go in there. You're only allowed to be one of you. I don't think the coral beauty grows. It's unhappy because it doesn't have plants. That's fine. Put them in a minute. Also, the Arabian butterfly fish, which eats corals and stuff, but that's fine. Couple of those in. Got 4 space each. The coral beauty takes up 3 space. So whatever it says I've got left in the tank is actually what I've got left in the tank, which is quite a lot of stuff actually. Can't have any more coral beauties, but I can have a few of these butterfly fish if I want. Humpback snappers. Ooh. Interesting. So you guys will eat fish with size 3 or less. Are you size 3 or less? Well, that's size 3. So the humpback snacker can't go in with those. It needs to go in a different tank somewhere. And it's going to need quite a lot of space as well. So I might just give him its own tank. I might put Ballan wrasse in with the cuckoo wrasse. Should be room for them. Oh. This is a bad tank for them then. Just realised that's really, really bad. I don't know if I can fit a second one in. If I can fit a second one of those in, of those pitted columns, that's fine, but I don't know if I can in this tank setup. Gonna need a lot of rearranging. Grr. Let's close all the windows out of the way. Alright, so, let me see, because I've done a lot of decorating around, but I could possibly get... Yeah, one there, one there. That's what'll have to happen. Okay, I need to move the kelp somewhere different then. Or to completely get rid of it. Move it to the front, that's fine. Move that over there. Move those stones to the front. I should have room then for a second pitted column, and we're all good. Yay! That's actually quite a nice tank as well. Lovely. Phew! Almost 30% of people coming through here now as well. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Oh, gotta change up stuff now in here. You only need 7 vegetation. That's not too difficult to do. We need another 2 rocks. Kelp will be my friend for that. Oh, feather calupra maybe. These tanks, these triple high tanks, is difficult because they have so little floor space on them. So I put 1 rubble in, that would be 5. You get 5 for 4 space. Yeah, okay, right, I know what to do. Delete all the rocks. Everything except for that rubble. Put in some more rubble. Or move the rubble, sorry. Similar to... Oh, no, no, no. I've got to redo everything. I know. It's going to need sorting. Move the rubble. Put in some more rubble. Move that rubble to the front, actually. Yeah, rubble at the front. So that should be 10. I need 14 total. I need 7 plants. So that'll be 2. That will be +3, +4 for 2 spaces. Honestly, kelp is our best bet, I think. And then put stones in the rest of it. And that is the entire thing full. Wow. I'm kind of tempted to change around. Oh, I'm not going to change anything around. Okay, so we've only got 12 out of 14 stones. Oh no. That sucks, because that basically means we can't have the fish we've got in there at all. They won't fit. Nope, they don't fit, basically. Unless there's some other way that I can cleverly think to get more stones in, but no. Live rocks. Give 2 stone. That's the way I'll do it. I'm gonna get rid of these 2 stones and put live rocks in instead. We good now? For everything except for the fact that the pump disconnected. Yes. Cool. Do we need to attach that to this one at all? No, it looks like this is a whole new setup. Doesn't attach to this at all. I could put a pump there and attach the whole lot together. Not sure if I will. Oh, I need to stretch and sit up straight and stuff. Oh, and you've been recording for ages sitting in a chair. You need to have a good stretch. Right. Only thing that I'm worried about with this aquarium at all at the moment is a little bit about the state of the filtration on this dude. That is a bit annoying. We're getting the nitrate reactor done at the moment, but not fast enough for my liking because they're not growing and that means I can't exchange them. Doesn't help that those are all messed up at the moment. I need to probably start thinking about upgrading the fixing skill of some of them a little bit if I'm finding that is what is bottlenecking me a bit more. Where did a vet just get a toolkit from? Why did she walk through a door with a toolkit? There should be no reason for that at all. The toolkit should all be there. Curiouser and curiouser. What the hell? Boys, come back. This is what happens when I haven't eaten and I record. And I know this, and I do it all the time. Okay, I know what I need to do. Excuse me. Okay, get rid of that. Oh, it's still there. No, I hate this. Drives me mad. It's like, just work, boys. Come on, just work. Not asking much of you, okay? Right, Kreisel tank. No, what am I looking for? Oh, I know. Get rid of all these, because they're tiny. And replace them with better stuff. Okay, so we've basically got loads and loads of room there. So how chilled is everything? Still seems to be chilled. Still seems to be chilled fine. So that's cool. Another large filter on. Oh, that seems to have sorted it. I'm going to put another protein skimmer in for good luck. I will leave that one there. It's tucked away. It's very tucked away. It's like the most tucked away filter in the whole world. So I don't mind that being there too much. It's got that filter there to go in the middle there. And that filter there, sorry, pump there to go into the middle there. Fine by me. Now, it's saying it doesn't have enough... There was me going, oh, we've got enough chilling. No, we don't have enough chilling. Things are not chilled enough. Are they chilled enough now? Well, it says they are. 270 out of 246. Yeah, that's fine. Lovely. Lovely stuff. I don't know why this is all 90%. Maybe because it's early in the day. That's 11:30. Not sure about that. Why people suddenly don't want to come up here. Why do we have 20 of these? Wow, my moon jellies have grown. Lovely. We have many, many level ups to do. Okay, let's just start on them then. Feeding 6. Feeding. Feeding. Fixing. Feeding. Fixing. Feeding. Feeding. Fixing. So we'll get better at fixing as well. The moon jellies have all grown again. Grown, 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 grown. That makes sense as to why they're suddenly... They're the maximum size now, so they shouldn't need extra filtering now. Cool. Feeding. Fixing. Feeding. Fixing. And my starfish has grown. Yay! So everything should happen a bit better now I've leveled everybody up. That's amazing. We're still nowhere near rank 12. But I don't mind this being like super long, this one. It's the last one. It's cool. I'm nearly at rank 8. And it gets more interesting the higher rank you get, I think, as well. I could set about replacing some of the very early tanks with much, much bigger and more pulling in styly tanks, like really big ones like these. And possibly think about changing what's in the tanks a little bit. I mean, this tank, it could be fuller, right? Could have more stuff in it. So I need something that isn't worried by wimps or bullies or whatever. The Royal Grammar isn't worried about them at all. But you don't like being... Is it you that doesn't like being with other dotty-backed grammars and Anthias? Right, so you can't have anything from this group. Demetal we can't have. Half and half Chromis we could have. Or Azure Demoiselles. Yeah, maybe a few of those, actually. Oops. I didn't mean to put 5 in. Oh, well. Trying to fill the tank up a little bit. Full tank. These guys have probably filled quite a bit of their tank. Yeah, they have. What size are you? You're 8. So they can't even have another one of their own kind in there. That's fine. These guys, 40 out of 60. I could fit another longhorn cowfish in there, actually. Another 2. It's putting more strain on things. I'm going to have to put more filters on, but it's fine. Just try and fill the tanks up a little bit more, you know? They'll grow eventually into nice big ones. At the moment, I'm not even using the filtration capabilities of that. Those could be changed over to bigger filters as well. Just that there's been no need before. That was fine. Yeah, cool. So that's just a few different extra fish in there. What's in here then? I think these were quite full, these tanks. 45 out of 60. Coral grouper and foxfish, rabbit fish, Arabian dotty backs. I think the coral grouper can't be with itself. Yeah. So we could put some more rabbit fish in though. They're 7 each. Have 2 of those. Just trying to fill the tanks a bit more. Yeah, that's 59 out of 60 now. Great. But there's a lionfish. Oh no, this is panther groupers. So they are filling up the tank. That's fine. Could have a bigger tank there though. If I wanted more of them. Lionfish tank. There's not much in there. We don't have the Voltans lionfish. We do have the fuzzy dwarf lionfish. Put some more of those guys in. We can always sell, if we want to mix the tank up a bit more, we can always sell them later on. They're 5, so we can have a couple of them. Oh, do they grow? Hang on. Do you grow? Doesn't look like they grow at all. lots of lionfish in there. Very nice. They need a little bit more. Let's see if we can put them in a little driftwood cave or something, just to help them feel a bit happier in there. And we're going to need a bit more filtration. Can't fit much on, so I probably need another pump, really. Put that in there. And then I'll stick some more filters around it. Yeah, that'll do for now. Get more into that one, definitely, but I'm just kind of waiting to see what else comes up. The Balamras are going to probably still grow. No, they're not actually. Okay. The Cucuras are the big ones. But I don't want to mess with that tank anymore, really. That's fine. But this one, 109 out of 120. And 104 out of 120. That's fine. Perfectly good. Just need more people to come up here and check out these awesome displays I've done. So did I manage to do the balloon rack? Hang on, I think I might have done. I have. Haha, we need balloons in this aquarium. Then, are we symmetrical? No, we're not symmetrical. So, I would like balloons to be the first thing they see when they come in. And walk around with their balloons. Ah, that popped things up a bit. So I do need to have a resupply thing for them, balloon supply. And I'll pop that on the other side there. You just walk through the door and immediately restock the balloons and the guidebooks. I may need to increase somebody's shop skill. I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, everybody's walking around with their balloons now. Yay! This reminds me of the before times. Just make sure my money is going up. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Penny has leveled up. Penny, I would like you to level up your talking. I know. It's unusual for me to ask for something like that, but that's going to be coming up soon. Green moray eels. Why do I have a feeling they're going to be difficult to fit in anywhere? But I'm going to try. Next research. Also, Jack, we're going to need a massive tank for you guys. Clownfish would just like stick in anywhere, and Bartlett and Thias are fine as long as you don't give them krill eating tank mates. Okay, we'll do clownfish next, I think. Right, let's have a look at these eels. Where can you go? Where else can you go? Could you go in with the sharks? Let's have a look. Depends on what they eat, really. Green moray eel. No, I didn't want to... Go away, go away. I just wanted to look at you. So they eat fish with size 3 or less, or crustaceans with size 3 or less, and they're going to grow quite big. And grow to 19. Okay, so how big are the things in this tank? There are some things in here that are like 3 and will never grow bigger. So that's no good for the eels. This tank with the surgeonfish in, however, has a little bit of room. We've got boxfish in here that are size 3 though. No. So you're not going in there, eel. Nitrate reactor! Yay! Let's do a deep outcrop tank. So I need somewhere where there's fish that are warm water, but they're quite big. They've got a bit of room in their tank. I could sell some of the longhorn cowfish actually, unless eels eat. Do they eat? Unless they eat coral. Do you eat coral? Or do you just eat fish? Ah, stop doing that. They eat crustaceans or fish. Oh, okay. Yeah. That would work. I just bought new ones, but maybe we could just get rid of one or two. I'll stick them in that tank. Maybe two of you. Tank is full. Okay. I'm not about to... Oh, you don't have enough vegetation. No, you don't have enough of a cave in there. Okay. Need 7 cave points. 2 driftwood logs would do that if I could fit them in. 1. Need to move something else. I need to move that barrel. Put it the other way around, just to make it a little bit less weird. Oh, that's only 6 out of 7. Ah, come on. Okay, I'm gonna need something more. Need a rocky overhang in there or something. Okay, let's get rid of these. And move some of the stuff around. Have a loop at the back barrel there. Then I can get a cave in. Oh, I ranked up while I was trying to sort that tank out. Yay! That was cool. Level 8 for me! And I think that is going to probably be the end of this particular episode. Wow. I've done a lot of recording of this and it's been crazy. So now we can do the copper band toys, the deluxe toilets, the U-tanks, the big chillers, loads of things like lobsters and stuff. Yes, this is good. This is very good. And I'm looking forward to doing like level 10 and level 11 and level 12 quite a lot because they're the ones that I haven't really explored properly. And the fact that it wants you to get all the way to the end and research the biggest fish and everything like that means you're going to have pretty much every fish available in the aquarium. And I'm quite happy with that. It's going to be quite cool. But anyway, let's go. And let's pause the game. And let's see my aquarium. It's getting quite big now, but it's not too big. You know? It's got some big tanks. I would like to see if I could consolidate any of the tanks down. However, there are some problems with having certain species together and things like that. So I do need to be really careful. But at the same time, the less tanks I have, the less the guests have to walk, the more they can see while they're looking at one tank, the better it is for me. And the fact that they're already getting bored by the time they're getting up to here is a problem. Talks might help them get a bit more interest about coming up here. But I'm going to have to do something about it, definitely. As I say, it might be a case that it would be good to move the bigger tanks down towards the front. Even maybe changing the Belfast tanks around with these bigger tanks. That might be something that would help. But we'll try that next time. It might just be that I need to put more things beyond this so that they're walking past them as well. So that's another thing that helps. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more Megaquarium, please subscribe. I will let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime though, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.